Hey guys, here we go. Week 1, road to ripped. Today is Monday. Don't know what date it is, but it's Monday. It is time to get back into training. I didn't train last week. I have just gone through about my day pretty simple so far. It's around midday now and I'm about to go train. I'm going to take you guys through all the training that I do. I'll do just a little spotlight on what goes on, but that's what's going to be going on. Wow, I was not ready for that. I went from doing very high weight, low reps to doing low weight, high reps, and that was a massive change for my body, and it did not like it. It did not respond well. I started cramping all over. So I had to call it quits after doing my bench. So I did squats, then I did bench press. I didn't film bench press because you'll see that tomorrow. I was expecting to be able to do a lot more, finish the session, then go do a fitness session with my little brother. Gonna have to just train my little brother as opposed to me actually joining in because I have a spur on my foot as well as the cramping in my legs. I'm just gonna do myself harm and I need to recover so I can train tomorrow. So these things are gonna happen. You gotta just react and do the right thing by your body. So I'm gonna take it easy. I'm gonna look after myself. I'm gonna hit it again tomorrow. Hopefully it's gonna be a lot better, a lot smoother, and that's just how we're gonna play it, and that's how it's gonna go. Happy hay fever day, everyone. It is Tuesday, and this is what you missed. Yeah, so just a bit of training. Also, I got into a few clients. I'm going to go home and do a few more clients. It's pretty simple. Being in isolation, there's not too much that you can do other than fight hay fever and train people. That's my life, and eating. Also, touch back on the training that I totally skipped over. There was more than that, but they were the main lifts. There's little accessory stuff that you do. Obviously struggling with hay fever, I didn't really want to record too much. I just sort of wanted to get it done. So I've had to label what sort of session it was. It was a bench session or a push session. I did chest, shoulders, also did deadlifts. As a powerlifter, you train your lifts. So that's what it was. It was easier than yesterday. Yesterday was a lot harder than usual just because my legs weren't used to doing that sort of training ever. I had some mobility issues and shoulder restriction issues, which made me not be able to train as heavy as what my legs could handle. So now we're doing it now. So that's why I was so bad yesterday. Today, it was hard. It was still hard. There's no doubt about it. But that's just what it's going to be a common factor going into the rest of the week and then the next 4 weeks. So that's what I'm going to expect. Also, yes, I'm in a different car than yesterday. Thanks for noticing. And I'll see you when there's something interesting going on at home. Welcome to the office and welcome to the other side of the car. This is where I conduct my PTs in the morning. It is super cold. My missus is still sleeping in bed, so I don't want to wake her up and train people in the room. And it's a bit busy in the house and I don't want to get in people's way, so I just train people in here. I don't need to show. If I need to show anything, I've got videos that I can just send through and say this is how you do it, and I just watch form. That's basically what I'd be doing. Got my little coffee in here, perfect, and I've got my stopwatch. This week, I've really focused on time, getting people to train for a certain amount of time. That's really helpful when it comes to home workouts. People, when you go to reps, you only have body weight, so it's very difficult to find fatigue when you only go and say 20 reps. And if you say do 50 of something, it's just a bit jarring. People don't want to do 50 of anything, so I try and make them do to time, which works out really, really good. They get a good pump. It works out a lot better. So that's what's going on. I didn't say it's actually the next day, by the way. That's why it's the morning. Yeah, I said I'd hit you back when something interesting happened. Nothing interesting happened. I had mad hay fever and just sort of looked after myself. Trained some absolute legends. They're really awesome people. So I still managed to train them even though I was struggling with a bit of hay fever. Had rice paper rolls for dinner. They were mad. They were really nice. So that's basically what happened yesterday. But at the end of the week, I'll give you a recap of everything that I ate. So that's what's been going on. I'll hit you up later because I'm going to go train my little brother soon. Well, that was stressful. I just lost my phone for like 10 or so minutes, so I'm going to be late for the gym. Next clip you'll see is little snapshots of what I get up to. Before I do that, just want to let you know that I'm still super duper sore. My legs are killing me. I've been stretching all day, and I've got to train legs again. Got to do more squats. So yeah, prepare for complaining, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Session finished, as you just saw. It was not as bad as I thought, so that's a plus. Sorry if you can hear aircon and the car running. Both are on and I'm not turning either off. It is hot as. But I wanted to say, I just stopped at the servo. 88 cents for a litre. Like that's the cheapest it's ever been in my time driving. And I just shared out to the servos. And also wanted to say, can Oak chill out with their flavors? They are just coming out with constant flavors that I want to try. I'm trying to lose weight and then they're coming out with peppermint crisp and fantail oak. Like, come on, give me a chance. Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday, which means it is rest day. My body is basically where I thought it would be. It's pretty sore. Not as sore as I originally thought on Monday. But before Monday, this is where I thought my body would be. Kind of tender, can't really move, time to rest. So I'm gonna take it quite literal. I'm not doing much today. I'm gonna do a few clients. So I'm gonna give you a little time lapse of just me working and show you how it sort of looks. So I've got the iPad that I'm gonna do my FaceTime calls with. I'm in the Mazda today, so it's a little more cramped for room. So yeah. So that's a little snapshot of what I do in the mornings. That was only one client. I do a few more clients in the morning. and then in the afternoons it looks a little different, but yeah, that's how my sort of mornings go. I'm gonna go rest as it is rest day. Rest day providing the goods. Came out over here at Lemon Tree, and the water's super nice. Just wanted to watch the water and just relax as it is rest day. It started raining a bit. I was filming the water because it was just so beautiful, and then it started raining, so I had to call it off there. But it was really nice. Not much else is going to go on for the rest of the day, so I probably won't even film for the rest of the day. We'll just hit back Friday, and then I'll recap food at the end of Friday. Maybe even into Saturday, I'll recap the last 5 days of food. Good morning and happy Friday. So what we've got going on today is I'm going to go home for a bit, drop off some eggs, and then go train. So I'll take you on with a training experience with me. I know what you're thinking, Kai, what do you have for breakfast? You haven't showed us what you have for breakfast. Well, it's quite simple. I have eggs. And now you're thinking, well, how many eggs do you have? Well, that's just one day. That's just breakfast. Sorry about the wind. It is the next day after that training session. I woke up and I was quite sore actually in my biceps from doing those negative pull-ups or chin-ups, and then my hamstrings are quite sore from doing the Nordic falls. Two things that you probably were wondering what was going on. There were eccentric movements, which burns it's the easier portion of a lift, but because I'm so heavy, that's all I can do. Like, I can do chin-ups, but it was to do the negative and do it slow. And for Nordic falls, they are quite grueling on the hamstring. I could keep on going with them, but I talked to my coach, it was hurting my wrists when I was landing a bit, so we're going to change that out for just regular Romanian deadlifts. So you would have saw my deadlifts, and then there's Romanian, which is just a straight leg version of it. So that's what happened with yesterday. Today I'm quite sore. Unexpected. I didn't think I was going to be this sore. Food has been pretty good so far. I'm not sure where my weight's going to sit. I'll weigh in tomorrow, but I'm pretty sure the scales are broken, so that won't really help. But I'll put a before and after at the end of the video of what I was able to achieve this week. You probably won't be able to see any difference because it's a very slow grind. My coach wants me to do it very slow progression with my weight loss, otherwise I will lose muscle. So I'm trying to go as slow as possible, but I'm such a quick, I either gain it really quick or I lose it really quick. I've never really found a slow gain or a slow loss. That's been really hard for me, as I'm either all in or not at all. So I'm still trying to find that balance. Hopefully the balance is there. The next clip that I'll show you is me talking you through the food that I actually ate for the week and how my macros broke up, and just a little bit on what macros are. Happy Sunday, everyone. Just going to go over the macros. So what macros are is your macronutrients of fat, carbohydrates, and protein. For me, trying to maintain my muscle is that I need to have a certain amount of protein. So my protein level that I'm trying to achieve is around 180 grams of protein. I'm hitting around 190 just to be safe. I don't want to lose muscle, as I've said before. The other part of it is doing my fat and carbs. So I need to focus on more carbs than fat. As a power lifter, you use a lot more carbohydrates energy-wise than what you do fat. Fat is better for your endurance sort of things. Powerlifting is not endurance at all. As well as my macros, I am concentrating on my calories. So I know my basic metabolic rate, which is how many calories I burn if I was in bed all day. And that's 2,200 calories. So if I do anything other than lay in bed all day, I'm going to burn more than that. So I've sort of aimed to hit 2,200 calories, and then whatever I sort of do outside of that is just what I've burnt through my activity and things like that. So I don't burn too much. That's what I've tried to do. How I'm tracking my calories is I use an app called MyFitnessPal. I'm not sponsored or anything. They're just really good. It works really well. I can scan any food that I eat. So my baked beans, the bread, and all that sort of stuff. I just scan it, and then it gives me it. And then any meals that I have, I can type in the meal and then find which one I think is most applicable to what I just ate. I've fixed the glare issue. Okay, so how I'm keeping my protein so high and my calories so low is two things. With the protein being high, I have a thing called whey isolate. It doesn't have any carbs or fat. It's just pure protein, so it cuts out any additional calories that would be from the protein. I also have that protein, I have that to make up if I'm missing. So at the end of the day, I've eaten all my food, and then if I have low protein, then I just have a shake that's adequate enough to finish my goal for that day. For my calorie consumption, what I'm doing is I'm eating very light in the daylight hours, and then as soon as nighttime hits, I don't binge. I just eat dinner as everyone would, as a normal person would. I'm not restricting myself. I eat whatever everyone's eating, and I just sort of play it smart, play it safe. When it comes to bread, I go for thins. When it comes to cheese, I weigh up whether I can fit it in. I don't do processed meats. I try and stay on the cleaner meats. So they're the little things, little strategies that I've been using throughout dinner time. So episode 2 that I'm going to be posting next week, obviously, will have my body scan as well. So this week and next week's video will have a sum of basically everything that I've done in these 2 videos. At the end, it'll show whether it's working, and then I'll explain how I'm going to change or whether I'm going to stick to what I've been doing. At the moment, from my body scan weight, I've dropped 7 kilos in 2 weeks. That is a difference in scales. It also could be a difference in my water retention. That isn't fat. Some of it could be, and I'm really hoping it's not muscle. So we will find out at the end of next episode. So make sure you just give us a subscribe, like it if you like it, and share it around. Try and get people more involved, and just let's have a bit of fun with it. So I hope you're all really enjoying everything that's going on, and I'll see you next episode.